girl, Phoenix Fire. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing good. In the building today with guess who? It's your girl, Coffee Brown. What up, Coffee Brown? How you doing?
It is such a pleasure to be here. You already know, First Lady of the Dino, First Lady of the Mafia, First Lady of the Riot. It's such a pleasure to be talking to you in the UK. I got so much love, and I have so many fans that always write me from out there. So it's such a pleasure to be able to talk with you.
Oh, it's great to talk to you too, girl. It's really good to talk to you, man. So, when when did you start rapping? What age did you start rapping at and stuff like?
So, okay, my background is a little different. I come from slam poetry and spoken word poetry.
Okay.
So I have been doing that since I was 14.
Okay.
Yeah, I had got ordered. Basically, like, that was my community service when I had got in some trouble back in my adolescence. So they ordered me to do a creative writing class, and from there, I just realized I'm really good at it and I enjoy doing it. So I was doing that.
Yeah.
And then, once I got into college, I wasn't really into that anymore, but my brother was actually already battle rapping.
Okay.
So the battle rap thing came along 2 years ago, and it started off as a bet. I just literally bet, my brother, which is Geechee Gotti, I bet him that I could battle rap.
Yeah.
and he was like, there's no way, you can't do it. It's not spoken word. It's totally different. And I'm like, let's do it. So I did my first battle, and I, 30'd the girl. And I did my second battle, and I 30'd him. And it was just like, okay, maybe she could do this. And, here I am now, about to have a URL battle and more. So,
Yeah.
if you say I started rapping, I would say, maybe 3 to 4 years ago. Battle rapping 2 years ago, but I've been writing.
Yeah. But so how did your from poetry and poetry slams and things, how did that progress into, because I really like your bars, because you've got a lot of gun bars and you're quite an aggressive rapper. I feel like I tend to like aggressive rappers. So how did that kind of progress into being a battle rapper, where you've got all these kind of, the way you structure your bars and everything? And when you were doing poetry, were you writing about guns or not?
Poetry and spoken word poetry isn't like the poetry you're reading in greeting cards or love poems. They're more so geared toward what's going on in the area, within your community, what's going on in the world. It's really heavy topics. So I back in the day would generally focus on gang violence, gun violence. I experienced a lot of death in my adolescence. So that's majority of what I would talk about. But that's not how I got into the battle rap side. So battle rap, I really just use a lot of situations that I've been in, that I used to do, things like that. Yeah. But the writing structure is exactly the same as spoken word, because you're using similes, metaphors, acronyms. You're utilizing all of those haiku, the bar counts. All of those things run or are very similar to poetry, if not the exact same.
Yes.
So once I figured out what the structure was in battle rap, if you watch my first battle to now, you would just see a lot of improvement as far as how I structured it. Because initially, people were complaining I didn't rhyme enough. So I started rhyming more syllables. Then people were saying I schemed too much. So then I started punching on top of scheming. So it was a matter of learning the difference between battle rap and slam poetry. But the writing styles are very similar, if not the same.
Yeah, okay.
So a lot of my things are entendres, double entendres, triple entendres, because I still love doing that. I still love having triple meanings and double meanings.
Yeah, but I like that too. Yeah, I find it interesting.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, so that's kind of how it was an easy transition for me. It was actually way easier than I thought initially. And I've actually rose quite fast. Honestly, I didn't think, me starting that bet with God was here.
No, you've got a talent. That's the thing. You definitely got a talent and you stand out. So, no doubt, you deserve it.
Yeah, so this wasn't my walk in the park. So this totally was somebody else's lane that I just decided to try. I was really just trying to win the $100, to be honest, and then it just.
But that's how it happens, though. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how it happens. So it's all good. So what's your writing process? Do you kind of write things down, or you think of a bar and then you memorize it straight away, or some people don't. They don't write at all. So I don't know.
I definitely write. So I use well, it really depends. I have some notebooks, but at this point I use my notepad and my phone, and I'm constantly writing bars because there's a lot of general bars that help fill the void when you're in a battle. Like, because you can have all the direct bars and name flips, but I think that having a full round of name flips is lame.
Yeah.
So, like, I find a lot of my bars in just everyday life. Rather, I'm driving down the street, I see a sign, or I'm, like, on YouTube or something. So I'm constantly writing.
Yeah.
Just generic, you know, room shakers and bars like that constantly. So by the time a battle comes around,
Yeah.
all I really have to do is, you know, write the name flips, write the personals, the direct bars,
Yeah.
you know, just start gearing the material, and then at that point, I just start stitching everything together, you know, adding in the generic bars, putting in the bridges,
Yeah.
and next thing I know, the rounds are done. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's dope. So, do you have any?
Yeah.
Are there any like rappers that influence your style of rapping, or just in general that influenced you growing up?
Influence, I would, as far as battle rap wise, any battlers that influenced me, I wasn't really around a lot of them until I was already in the culture, I guess. I've always been a fan, so if I had to say what really made me stay interested in battle rap, it was like the Fight Club era where it was like, you know, Remy Ma versus Lady Luck, O Solo, the Serious Jones, Jen, that era, you know, Freestyle Fly at Friday, Blind Fury, you know, he's still like one of the most amazing to me.
Definitely.
You know, Tay-Rock, I mean, honestly, if you look at Tay-Rock, the first battle I saw with him was him versus K-Shine in like the glass build, like it was like glass all around them. So like I saw that, and then like Sue Surf, like these are just the common names that I will watch coming up from the Smack DVD era, 100%. The Fight Club era, Freestyle Friday, all the way through.
Yeah. No,
so I don't know if it's really an influence, but that's more so who I was influenced by, who I thought was really dope.
Yeah.
But like influence wise, I just think I still kept my original style.
Yeah.
I don't really invite the battle rap culture into my spoken word poetry side, so I don't give out links or anything.
Okay.
But if someone had actually saw my spoken word poetry and they see how I battle rap, they're completely the same. Just different content.
Okay.
So it's really just influenced by my old style. I won my college scholarship through spoken word poetry and amongst other things. So yeah, I just stay true to my style.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good, man. So who do you feel has been your toughest opponent so far that you've battled?
My toughest opponent for sure was Danny Myers. I would say to date, and that was my 5th battle. I think I'm at like my 10th at this point. And I think that my next toughest battle, of course, is about to be Glue Easy at the end of this month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready for him yet?
Battling Danny Myers was tough. One more time.
Are you ready for him?
I am getting ready for him.
Okay.
Am I really ever ready? No, I never feel like I'm ready till I'm like on the stage, but but it's a 1-round battle, so it's not really that stressful, but it's definitely a lot of pressure on me because he is one of the more known URL battle rappers, you know, and he's been choking lately and not really having great showing, so I know he's about to take this opportunity to try to kill me.
Definitely, yeah. He's got a lot of making up to do after his JC battle, yeah.
Yeah, and then he just choked with Inez, so it's like he's definitely not about to.
Not good. Well, hopefully. I want it to be a good battle, though, because, like, at the end of the day, you want it to be a good show out, you know? Even if one person has to win, at least let everybody get their bars off. That's how I feel.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I think that this is going to be one of the greater 1-round female versus male battles for this year, because I just really don't see Glue allow me to just come. If Glue fucks up, he knows I'm going to smoke him. So I don't think that he's going to do that. I would really hope he doesn't.
No, I don't think so, because I feel like, do you know what? I feel like when men are battling women, they really, like, they have a lot to lose in terms of if they lose, because their boys are going to be like, oh, you lost to a girl. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
they will never, ever live it down, right?
Exactly. So they have to work extra hard.
And so, so they take battles versus girls way more serious. They're way more disrespectful. If you look at Tay-Rock versus 3.
Oh, my God. That was crazy.
And and it was a whole different level of rock. So it's like when they battle girls, they go crazy.
He didn't come to play with C3 at all, man.
Exactly, and I literally don't ever want to be in that kind of position, so I definitely try to write the craziest stuff I can write and make sure, you know, it's really geared toward everything. But I do think that Glue Easy is gonna definitely show up, and I plan to show up because just like he doesn't want to lose to a girl after choking 2 battles straight, I literally don't have any clear losses, especially versus a guy, you know. So I
Yeah.
refuse to just sit down and let him come, you know, take
Yeah,
everything that I worked
exactly.
for. So we
Yeah.
definitely got some proving to do.
Exactly. It's all good though. But yeah, so who would be the ideal male person for you to battle? Like, if you could choose any person on the URL, like a male person to battle, who would you? Who would you
Who would I
choose?
want to battle?
Yeah.
If I could battle any male on URL, who would I want to battle? Let me think. That's a really good question.
I
Oh,
tried.
goodness. Oh gosh, there's so many that are so talented.
That's a fact.
I would want to battle Surf because that coffee bar, he really shook the room with that, and I'm kind of pissed off about it. So I definitely would have to see Surf.
I had a
because,
feeling you were gonna say
you know,
Surf. Do you know that? I literally.
I have to think about it. I'm like, who's really rubbed me the wrong way? And I'm just gonna have to go with Surf because he's gonna wish me happy birthday, then go on stage and spill me on my brother's shirt. That's crazy.
Okay, no, it's all good. It's all good. All right, so Sue Surf, that's dope though. So, how does it feel like to be a female in such an aggressive environment?
It's normal for me. Like, I literally spend my whole life around my brothers and my cousins who are super involved in, like, the I would say, the rougher aspects of life.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
come from the rougher parts of my city. San Bernardino, California is no cakewalk, and it's not a beautiful place to be, but I would not be from anywhere else. And the rest of my family is in Compton, which is not the greater part of LA, so I'm very
So you're good,
accustomed.
yeah. You're familiar, yeah? Alright, cool. I got you, got you. So, what's the hardest gun bar you've ever heard?
The hardest gun bar? Oh,
Yeah,
my
like the
goodness.
dopest, yeah.
What is the hardest gun bar?
I'm making you think today, girl.
You are. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me think. What is the hardest gun bar in the world?
You can take your time. It's all
Okay.
good. It's not easy, I know.
It isn't because there's just so many,
So
like
many.
a million gun bars running through my head right now.
Or maybe, let me cut it down to this year then. Let me make it easier for you.
This year.
Or you can just...
There's so many gun bars.
I
mean, where do
know!
I even start?
That's
Oh
why
my
I asked
gosh.
this question, because it's literally, there's so many. You just don't know which one to choose. You can give me your all-time favorite, if you can, you know. Because there's so many.
Favorite gun bar, just specific to a gun bar. Okay, let's see. I want to be biased. I want to pick a bar for my brother, just because.
Yeah, you can do that. Nah, do that.
It would probably be the what did my brother say? The 50 still banging on the porch like Bartholomew or something like that. And Bartholomew is from Don't Be a Menace to Society. He's like an old dude that was like hanging with them, and his mom is like, come in the house. So I thought that bar was really witty.
Okay.
But I can't lie, Nitty has some crazy gun bars that's coming to mind. But it would probably be that, like 50 still banging on the porch like Bartholomew, which is Gotti versus Nitty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. And you know what's funny is nobody caught that bar, but it was a small room battle. We were on the roof at Alpha's house. But that is definitely one of them.
Okay.
And then I think Nitty's nose running. I heard he'll come in.
Definitely. That has to be up there. Yeah.
That one is insane, and it's a bar that I'll never forget. So it's like if I'm going with ones that shook the room, it would be the Nitty nose running, and then if I'm going with a sleeper, I would go with the Bartholomew, because that was just like that's my favorite movie. So that bar went crazy for me.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So what's the favorite gun bar that you've ever spat? Your own bar?
My favorite gun bar would probably be. Okay, I was gonna say one of them, but that battle hasn't dropped yet, so I'll use it from a battle that's dropped.
Okay.
Probably versus Ben Myers. I was trolling him when we were about to battle, and I was telling him eat the cake, like eat my butt, you know. And he's married, so he was like, no coffee, you know. So when we battled in the middle of my second round, I told him like, oh, that battle was so old. What did I say? I offered you to eat the cake on Facebook. You declined. and that's cool. Now the tray point and one fold in your mouth. Eat the pie, you know, like you know,
Yeah,
like that was
3
one of my
point 1
favorite
4
parts.
pie.
It was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
sweet.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Alright.
And then, you know, my other one, of course, is in my Lady Slangs battle, but that hasn't dropped on the app yet, so I don't
I really
want
want to see that battle, man. I really want to see that battle.
It's really a great battle. I don't know what the hold up is with that. Like,
I want to see that.
there's so many politics behind me battling. It just really takes the joy out of it, especially because I'm not Queen of the Ring. So a lot of my issues that I face is because I'm not Queen of the Ring, and they have so much say-so that it's almost like I'm kind of blackballed. Like, it's really stressful, but you know what? I know that battle's going to drop. So if anything, I would be happy if you guys, you know, I'll probably leave the culture with that and the glue easy and be done.
Oh, hopefully not, girl. Hopefully not, because we love you and you're dope.
Yeah,
You got mad talent, girl. You got mad talent, man. You're climbing up the ladder, girl. Don't be going nowhere. No.
But that's the problem. Like, the more that I climb up this ladder without, you know, the known female battle rap brand, it's just really starting to get worse and worse with how much they're pushing back on the battles that I'm offered and who I can battle. They really, really trying to get me out of the culture because I refuse to be a part of that brand. And it's kind of sad, but for me, I do it for a hobby. So it's really not a big deal for me to stop battle rapping. You get what I mean? Like, I can literally stop and it won't change anything for me.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there was one thing you could change about yourself, what would you change? What would it be?
Battle rap wise?
No, just in general. Life. Or just you.
If I could change one thing about myself, what would it be? I probably would have traveled a lot more earlier on, like from like age 18 versus like started to travel at like 20, 21. Just because like there's so many things that I'm seeing now in just the United States that I, you know, never knew I would have liked or would have done, like, you know, river rafting and I don't know, seeing a deer in the woods. Like, you know, like these are just not things I'm used to seeing. So I just think that there's so much more to life that I could have experienced, but I was just so stuck on being in the same place around the same people because that's what I was familiar with. So I guess that would be something I would have changed, is just being more comfortable with things that I'm unfamiliar with. You know, and I just feel like I would have lived a lot more life that way.
Yeah, no, I understand that, because sometimes fear makes you not want to experience things, like, you know, you just think...
It makes you complacent. Yeah, it makes you complacent. There was just so much more life I could have been living, and I just didn't.
Yeah, I completely understand what you mean, girl, trust me. So, my next question is, would you rather have no more money or no more sex?
Okay, wait, one more time. Would I rather have, what was it?
Alright, basically, which one you have to give up one, money or sex? Which one are you giving up?
Okay. Without a doubt, I could easily give up sex because I'm abstaining right now and it's been a while. So, sex is a mental thing. It's really not as physical as people make it. It's really a mental thing. It's always been a mental thing for me. Money is a necessity in life, period. So, I would give up sex easily. I've already done it. So, so that's easy.
So, why are you called Coffee Brown? Was it obvious because you're like brown?
Okay, so you said, why is my name Coffee Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, so Brown is my real last name, and nobody calls me Coffee Brown except the battle rap culture. Okay. Everyone just calls me Coffee because Brown is really my last name.
Okay.
And then Coffee is actually a name that I've had my whole life. It's actually a family name. So my family is from Belize, and my government name, which no one knows me, is in Belize means coffee.
Okay.
So I've always been Coffee my whole life. So, like, there's my first name, and then my middle name is Arnetta, and my last name is Brown. So, like, a lot of people think my first name is my middle name, especially in the battle rap culture, because I think when I battled Yasmin, she said that. But that's just the name that I go by here. But my first name actually means coffee, you know, in my culture. So that's where that comes from. And There's also a funny story that goes along with it, but the more that I tell, the more that will come up in my battles. So
Okay.
I don't even go there. Yeah, I always control my narrative.
Yeah. No, that makes sense though. It makes sense though. But thank you for telling me that because I didn't know that. So that's really interesting about your name.
Yeah.
Honestly, so it's dope.
Yeah, I didn't just wake up and be like, yeah, this is gonna be my rap name. It's actually my name.
Okay. The next question is, do you actually drink coffee though?
I do. I drink, and it's funny because I don't even drink hot coffee. I refuse to have hot coffee. Like, it has to be iced or some form of cold.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Do you know what? It's funny because like over here in England we drink tea and stuff and coffee, but we always have it hot. But in America, you guys have your tea cold and your coffees.
Well, we have it cold, but a lot of people do have it hot. It's just not a preference.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah. Like literally, we never have iced tea over here. Literally, we hardly. You just won't get it. You can't get it over here unless you make it yourself.
Then McDonald's doesn't have the sweet tea.
Oh, I don't know. I don't get it. So they might do. I don't order it when I'm there though, but I'm not sure. But iced tea is just not. It's not common.
The best sweet tea is at McDonald's. That's crazy, and it's cold.
Not for us. It's gotta be hot.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
I would be miserable. I do not like hot beverages. It's so weird. I don't know what it is.
Did you know what it is? Over here is cold.
Flavor.
It's too cold over here for cold drinks. Do you know what I mean? It's not like we're not trying to cool down. We're trying to warm up. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So we just keep it like warm drinks most of the time. You know.
Funny though, when I'm in the cold, I crave things like ice cream and like I don't know, like cold items. And then when it's hot, yeah, I still want cold, I guess. So maybe it's just a U.S. thing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I even like, I'm a weird person. I even prefer my food to be like room temperature. I don't like smoking hot food.
Oh, really?
Like I'll let it wait until it cools off because I just don't feel like I can enjoy what the flavors are and the total picture of something if it's smoking hot, burning my mouth.
Yeah, nah, it can't be too hot. Just room temperature's okay. Do you know what I don't like? I don't like when people put my ketchup in the fridge. I like my ketchup to be at room temperature.
Oh yeah, that is weird. Yeah, I don't like my ketchup cold either. I feel like
that's weird. Yeah, that is super weird.
Yeah, that's like some weirdo stuff. I don't get that either. But there are people that do that with their ketchup and their mustard. I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it either. Oh hell no.
So tell me about you. I want to know, how long have you been blogging? What made you blog? Like, what's the UK battle scene like?
It's dope, actually. You know what? I've only just started blogging since like March. Well, actually no. Oh no, I've only been blogging for about a month actually, and I only just got on Twitter since March. But I've been around for years. It's just that I was kind of just in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a battle rap fan. I just watch, yeah. But everyone's like, "Yo, Phoenix, you gotta blog. You gotta talk." You know, people might want to hear you. So I was just like, okay, well, let me just try it. Maybe they want to hear me. So here I am.
That is awesome. I love that. No, you should definitely always try to venture into other avenues in the culture. I think it's awesome. And I think it gives you versatility. So I commend you for that.
Definitely. And I really want to kind of shine a light on the female battle rappers as well. Because I definitely feel like they're not... they don't have as much light shone on them, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put up a poll. Guys like female battle rappers, but I don't know if they like them enough like that. I don't know if they take them that seriously, because some guys were like, well, actually, I don't really want to hear about girls rapping about killing each other and shooting each other up and
stuff. You know what? Let me tell you, and this is going to sound so weird coming from me as a female battler, but the female battle rap culture is not taken seriously because of years and years of just clownery. You know, they're very petty. They don't know how to keep things within the competition because keep in mind, we don't know each other outside of this culture. If one of us never chose to battle rap, I wouldn't even know who they are, right? So as women, especially the women here, they're very insecure and unprofessional, and it just makes a toxic environment. And for a long time, there was only one league that was supporting and hosting female battle rap cards. And those events became, dangerous for fans. They were becoming dangerous for artists, just the fights, And all that goes back to, just insecurity and unprofessionalism. And I can understand now that I'm in the culture why it isn't taken serious, and it's no fault except our own as female battlers, because it shouldn't. We cloud our own talent with all the extra other things that. Yeah, correct. So people would say, "Wow, that's crazy coming from Coffee Brown because all you do is twerk online and you show your body and you do this." But like I said, battle rap is a hobby to me, and how I am now is how I was 6 years ago before I even battled. You know what I mean? And I'm comfortable with myself, and that's just what it is. And a lot of women just have a problem with what the next woman is doing. So they're so focused on that they're not perfecting their craft. They're not putting on great products. They're not working on, delivery. They're not believable. They're not even writing in some cases. So I don't know how we can be taken serious when these are the things that stand out about female battle rap is the ghostwriters, the pettiness, the fights. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not. Don't get me wrong. There are talents like me, Jazz the Rapper, Official, E-Heart, Misfit that are actually putting out content, and that's literally it. Just keep it within the competition. But then you do have those cancers that will be a part of the culture because they started when female battle rap was on fire. And it's unfortunate, but those people and those characters and those cancers is why the female battle rap won't be taken seriously, because they're constantly booked. You know what I mean? They're paying top dollar, and the smaller talent that's not at that top tier level is completely overlooked. Anytime they step back on the scene, and it's really sad because there's so much new talent, like the Lady Flameses, Coffee, Cheddas, Unique Fatal. Unique Fatal is super fire.
You know what? Unique Fatal has really stepped up her bars. You know that. She
is so fire.
She's fire. She's got bars, man. Didn't she battle Danny Myers?
She did. Did she? Yeah, that was Unique Bars. That was Unique Bars.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So that was Unique Bars. Okay. No. That
Unique Fatal is totally different. You should watch her versus Jade. She is a beast. You know what I mean? And it's just unfortunate that a lot of the lyricists are not even interested in battling anymore because of the petty things behind the scenes, and not just with the female battle rappers, but with the female battle rap leagues. It's just a lot of draining things that are really negative on the culture that just really make it hard to enjoy the craft and put on quality products for the culture, and it's unfortunate, but I can understand, just to circle back around to the original statement, why female battle rap is not taken seriously. It's because a majority of them are not to be taken seriously. They're clowns, you know what I mean? And I'm saying this from a fan standpoint and just from the inside looking in, coming from the outside looking in. I never, ever would have thought some of the girls that I had in my top 5 before I started battling, just seeing how they are throughout the culture to the new girls coming up, how they choose to utilize their influence, it's sad. It's pathetic, you know what I mean? And it's just unfortunate. And I just don't think that the culture will be able to move forward until we really take in our new talent, the up-and-comers, and really push them forward against one another, make sure the marketing is there, make sure the names are there. I don't know what it's going to take to get that, but that's what I was going to say.
What would it take to get that? What would it take to get that recognition for females? Because the thing is,
I think that it's just going to take time. I think that just like in basketball, you had the Kobe who had the era and the fans for this amount of time, then he completely stepped down because other people were in. I think it's really going to take leagues to make these people sit down that are literally wasting their money, that's not putting on great products, that's not writing their content. We can't book them. Why are we rewarding them when there are literally women that are working full-time jobs, taking care of kids, writing rounds, putting on great performances every time, and they still aren't getting these main stage looks? But these people that battled years and years ago that haven't been in the ring for years, they're getting the main stage look right away. When there's a girl that has 15 to 20 battles of quality content that can't get views over 1,000. It takes the media, it takes the leagues, and it takes the fans and just everybody to decide that we want to bring female battle rap back, and we need to lift up our talent and really expose them to the bigger stages and bigger opportunities like the top tiers had when Queen of the Ring first was getting those 100,000 view battles and things like that.
I miss those days. I miss that. I want that back.
And I don't think that they'll come back until, like I said, they actually take in those lower talent girls, give them the real looks and the real matchup with people that are actually going to put out content. You have so many girls that battle the top tiers, and the top tiers choke, or it's one round, so it doesn't count, and things like that. It's not fair, right? It's just not fair. So I think that it really is going to take somebody to put their foot down and say, you know what, we're not going to stand for this crappy content. We're not going to stand for these crappy performances, the pettiness, the unprofessionalism. We're not going to stand for it. We're going to make new stars. And I think that that's what it's going to take to get stars back.
You know, I'm all for that anyway, because there's definitely a lot of new talent out there, you know, that need the light.
Correct. Yeah, there's so many. Cheddar, Panic. These are all girls that are new that probably don't have as much influence or as much buzz, but they deserve it because they actually write. Mulatto Black, Charisma.
Mulatto Black, yeah.
You know.
Charisma.
Yeah, Charisma.
Casey J. I like Casey J. I mean, I like her. Who else? Adar 14.
Adar 14, she's one of them. She actually retired because the culture is just so petty and political, and that's just it's sad to see lyricists step down because they just don't want to deal with, you know, all the complications.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So, like, as a fan, you probably wouldn't know, and you're all the way in the UK. We all smile in the public, but on the back end, it's literally an uphill battle, especially. And this is coming from me, and I would say that I'm one of the more popular up-and-coming girls, but trust me, it's very hard for me. Extra hard, especially because I'm not a Queen of the Ring artist, so I don't have a machine behind me pushing me. You know what I mean? I'm literally going to these small leagues and having wars every time out of state away from home. And it's not easy, you know? So.
Yeah. Oh. Well, just keep pushing, girl. That's all I can say. And I'm hopefully that things will get better in female battle rap. I'm hoping so. There's a lot of talent out there.
I think it will. I just think it's a cycle. Like I was saying, I think we just have to cycle in new girls and just keep supporting new girls that come in and keep pushing them to be great. And I just think it'll happen eventually because the fans are going to stop requesting these people that don't put out quality content. You know what I mean? Eventually. So I just think it's a matter of time.
Yeah, definitely. So I was gonna say, who's on your Mount Rushmore?
How many people is Mount Rushmore? 4 or 5?
4. People always ask me that. I wish it was 5, but it's actually 4.
Okay, it's 4. So is this female and male, or what?
Yeah. So give me your female one and then your male one as well.
My female Mount Rushmore, E Heart, Official, Jazz, 40 Bars.
Dope. Okay. And your male one?
My male one, Geechee Gotti, Sue Surf, Tay Rock, Rum Nitty.
Geechee Gotti, Sue Surf. Dope. Okay, that's nice. So who are you battling next anyway? So I'm going to try and round up the interview now. So who are you battling next though? What's going on?
Like I was saying, I have Blue Easy on August 25th in South Carolina.
Okay.
And that's all that I have lined up right now. So I don't know if this will be my last battle for the year, but either way, you know, I'm going to make it worth watching.
Yeah, it's going to be that. We're definitely going to keep an eye out for that, you know. So do you want to give us your social media so where we can check you
Absolutely.
out?
So my YouTube, my SoundCloud, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Snapchat are all the same, which is the letter Y, the letter U, Love Coffee. Listen to my music, watch my YouTube videos. Sometimes I have blogs about some of the controversy you'll always see me in. I mean, I'm always in some kind of controversy. I don't know how. I just end up there. But you can find that on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, anything. Just find me across the board. The letter Y, the letter U. Love Coffee. And, yeah, that's where I always am. And, I totally respond to my fans. Anybody that's a fan of me will tell you that. So always feel free to write me.
I feel like that's important. It's good to interact with the fans, you know, because, like, you know, they pay attention, you know. And they appreciate it.
That's who's gotten me where I am. Like I said, I'm not a part of a major league. My home league is super small. So, like, I literally wouldn't be where I am without my fans. And I love them and I appreciate them. And anything I do is for them as far as battle rap.
That's dope.
That's why I will never slack. I will never slack because I know that I have people believing in me. So, I love you guys. You know, coffee lovers on this gang.
Salute to you, girl. Salute to you, man. Do you know what? It's been so lovely talking to you, girl. Honestly, it's been fun You know, I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Because I really did, definitely.
With your cool accent. I love Phoenix. Phoenix fire.
Thank you. You know what? I like the American accent. I don't know why you guys like the British accent. Yeah, because I actually like the American one, but it's all good.
No, I need to take some classes so I can use that accent sometime. I know the guys will love it.
You reckon? Alright, it's all good though. But girl, I will be in touch though. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
yes,
thank you, girl. I'll definitely be in touch though, okay?
Yes, please will.
So, guys, that was Coffee Brown. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Like the video if you enjoyed that when you watch this. Alright, hope y'all are good. I'll catch y'all soon. I'm gonna drop another interview next week. Interview every week, guys. Keep up. Alright, subscribe.
The one and only.
Thank you, girl. Take it
UK
easy, guys.
US Connect. That's what you should call yourself. The UK US Connect.
I like that. Y'all heard?
You heard? All right.
It's your girl Phoenix Fire.
Thank you.
Take it easy. All right, then. Bye.